Islamic theological jurisprudence is the field of Islamic jurisprudence specialized in theological issues. At least once in each Muslim's lifetime, they must attempt a visit to the holy places of Islam located in Mecca, Saudi Arabia. The focus of this journey is the Kaaba, a small rectangular building around which a huge mosque has been built. This pilgrimage, known as the Hajj, begins 2 months after Ramadan each year. Dressed in symbolically simple clothing, Muslim pilgrims circle the Kaaba 7 times, often followed by a drink from the Zamzam well. Next, a symbolic search for water is performed by traveling back and forth between 2 nearby peaks. On the 8th day of the month, the pilgrims travel to Mina in the desert and spend the night in tents. The following day, over 2 million Muslims gather on the slopes of Mount Arafat, where the afternoon is spent in prayer. The Feast of Sacrifice, celebrated by Muslims worldwide, is performed by pilgrims in Mina the next day, and includes the slaughter of an animal. Finally, the pilgrims perform a ritual stoning of the devil by tossing pebbles at 3 pillars. Classic Islamic law details the manner in which the pilgrim dresses, behaves, arrives, departs, and performs each of these rituals. Muslims are enjoined to pray 5 times each day, with certain exceptions. These obligatory prayers, salat, are performed during prescribed periods of the day, and most can be performed either in groups or by oneself, although it is recommended to pray in a group. There are also optional prayers which can be performed, as well as special prayers for certain seasons, days and events. Muslims must turn to face the Kaaba in Mecca when they pray, and they must be purified in order for the prayers to be accepted. Personal, informal prayer in invocation is practiced as well. Classic Islamic law details many aspects of the act of prayer, including who can pray, when to pray, how to pray, and where to pray. Muslims are encouraged to visit those among them who are sick and dying. Dying Muslims are reminded of God's mercy and the value of prayer by those who visit them. In turn, the visitors are reminded of the mortality and the transient nature of life. Upon death, the Muslim will be washed and shrouded in clean, white cloth. A special prayer, janazah, is performed for the deceased, preferably by the assembled Muslim community. The body is taken to a place which has ground set aside for the burial of Muslims. The grave is dug perpendicular to the direction of Mecca, and the body is lowered into the grave to rest on its side, with the face turned towards Mecca. Classic Islamic law details visitation of the ill, preparation of the dead for burial, the funeral prayer, and the manner in which the Muslim is buried.